So there's a story today. One of those stories has a big headline. Lakers recalibrating focus to the 2019 free agent class, meaning kind of they're not going to get LeBron, not going to get Paul George. First of all, okay, let's just take a deep breath. Number one, you could say, well, Paul George said he likes Oklahoma City and he's going to stay, so maybe the Lakers are like, oh, Paul George likes Oklahoma City. Memo, Kevin Durant, when asked his last year in OKC, said he wasn't going to leave either. Okay, what are you going to say? I'm out of here? Disrupt your chemistry in the locker room? Players are not going to tell you the truth. Paul George still wants to be a Laker. He's not going to tell you. I mean, seriously, that's kind of like, how do I look in this dress? You look great. Players are not going to blow up a locker room. First of all, it would hurt you in free agency because people would go, what a selfish jerk. Are we sure we want Paul George on our team if he blew up OKC, which has a really good roster and is going to win a playoff series? The second thing is, maybe it's because Julius Randle and Jordan Clarkson aren't worth much. And Magic and Rob Pelinka are figuring out, okay, well, they're not real hot in the market, and we don't want to give them away before the trading deadline. Let me just throw this out there. One of the things Magic Johnson never did as a basketball player was telegraph his passes. In fact, Magic Johnson created the no-look pass. Look left, pass right? That was Magic. But yet as a GM, president, front office guy, he telegraphs everything. He goes on late night shows. He talks about Paul George, wink, wink, LeBron, wink, wink. He's doing the opposite of what he was as a player. He's telegraphing everything, and you know what? GMs are not going to do him any favor, and I'll give you a little theory behind this. When Sam Hinkie, the process didn't work, did you notice how many GMs, though, said nice things about Sam Hinkie? Did you notice that? Sam Hinkie was not mocked by other GMs. Why was that? Because they were rooting for him. You know who GMs don't root for? Michael Jordan. They loved it when he bombed as a personnel guy. They like it when McHale gets fired. They like it when Larry Bird doesn't dominate the league. They like it when Isaiah Thomas got canned. Because if Magic Johnson walks into this league and starts attracting LeBron and Paul George, then what do these hardworking, non-former star players do? It invalidates their career. It shrinks their profile. GMs in this league are rooting for Daryl Morey in Houston, just like they supported Sam Hinkie when the process didn't work, because most of them are like Sam Hinkie and Daryl Morey. Receding hairline, didn't play the game at a high level, analytic smart guys. They don't want Michael Jordan to walk in this league as a player personnel guy and attract free agents. They don't want Magic Johnson to walk into this league and land LeBron. They're not rooting for him. So what's happening is they're not going to give him anything for Julius Randle and Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr. because they don't want to help Magic. This is what I always said about baseball writers in the steroid scandal. Baseball writers knew about the steroid scandal. All baseball writers ever do is tell you how smart they are. And then they couldn't figure out as home runs doubled, maybe we got a drug problem. Ken Caminiti had come out and told everybody that half the sport was on roids, and nobody wanted to. Why? Because baseball writers didn't want to invalidate their sport. They like their jobs. They like going to the park. They like baseball to matter. That's why all baseball writers are always bashing the NBA and football. CTE, check it out, be all over that. Football's dying. It elevates their career. And we all do that. We want our jobs to matter. I like the opinion space more than the video space for sportscasters. I hope video goes away because I don't like anchoring. I like doing radio and opinions. So I'm hoping opinions matter on cable. Okay? That's what baseball guys did with the steroids. They looked the other way. They didn't want to talk. I remember Jason Stark, who's a hell of a baseball writer, former coworker, is like, it's not my job to cover it. What do you mean? Of course it's your job. It's the biggest scandal in baseball since the Black Sox scandal in like 1919. So this is what's happening. In the NBA, the biggest obstacle Magic's going to have is that what he did as a player is never telegraph his passes. As a guy in the front office, he's telegraphing everything. I want LeBron, goes on late shows. We want Paul George. Don't, because you're not going to get any favors here. These NBA GMs are protecting their turf. They're rooting for Bob Myers to get credit, not Steve Kerr. They want Daryl Morey, Sam Hinkie. They like the analytics because players don't like analytics. Smart guys like Daryl Morey that went to MIT embrace analytics, and the more analytics win, the more you need another Sam Hinkie and Daryl Morey. So nobody's rooting in this league. Don't kid yourself. Nobody wants Magic to go to the Lakers and land LeBron. They're not rooting. Now, even though people will say, the league's better, Greg Popovich said, well, the league is better when the Lakers win. Popovich has $40 million in the bank. He's in his 60s. He's riding off into the sunset. But for a 38-year-old GM, a 42-year-old GM, a 48-year-old GM that's got kids in a prep school, going to college, he's fighting off all these former stars. You don't want Magic to hit it out of the park. Because most of these billionaire owners, you know what they'd love to do? And the fans would love it? I'm going to hire a former superstar as GM. I'm going to hire a former superstar. I'm going to hire Ray Allen. I'm going to hire, NBA star. That's what owners want to do. That they'd love to do that because the fans would like it. It would be free press. I'd get to hang out. I'm a billionaire. I get to hang out with a former NBA superstar. Nobody's doing Magic any favors, and he's telegraphed his game plan way too much.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.